Hello, welcome to Prayag Career Institute's Hindi class today. Today, we are going to start a new program called Learn Hindi, Learn to Write and Speak Hindi Step by Step. This is the programs for all non-Hindi speakers, those who do not speak Hindi, whether they are from India or they are from any other part of the world. One day I spoke about Hindi and about India, and I also uh, I also highlighted what Indians think about the world or about the people of the world. Today, I would like to underline it that we always welcome people from all the parts of the world and we love them all. And as we want to know them, they must also, and I am sure that they also must have wanted to know more and more about India and about Indian people. So when we want to communicate one another, then it is the better way to learn language or to know them through their languages, through their manners, through their cultures, and through the things that they have in their lives. And all these things become possible only when you learn the language of the people who you are visiting. If so India is the place, a lot of people come to India every year and they visit here. They love so many things present here. There are so many temples that the foreigners love to come and see, and they want to know a lot when they see the great and grand buildings of temples. They want to see and know more and more about these temples. And the people who are in and around the temple, they sometimes speak Hindi, sometimes they speak English, sometimes they don't speak English. And if they speak English, then there are certainly some terms, many times, that they cannot be spoken or explained in English, and they can only be spoken in Hindi. And another thing is that of course, the language can be communicated from Hindi to English. It can be translated and can be explained whatever we want to speak. Like now, I am speaking English, and I am trying to communicate what I think in my mind. But the thing is that the emotion and feelings can only be felt when you know the language you are communicating the people. So this is the thing. That's why there have been many South Indian people. As the vice president of our country is Venkaiah Naidu. He also belongs to a non-Hindi speaking area. But when he came in the beginning, he did not know Hindi, and because he did not know Hindi, he had a lot of problems communicating people here in Delhi, and communicating the people around Delhi, or coming to Delhi from other parts of the country. So this is the problem. Such a problem keeps coming before everybody, and many people, near about 50-60% of the people, 60 people of the country speak Hindi, and the rest of the people some speak some other and different languages. We respect all languages, and in every state they have different languages in our country. But when the matter of unity comes, when the matter of uniting the nation comes, when the matter of oneness comes, then of course everybody prefers speaking Hindi and everybody respects Hindi. Mahatma Gandhi was from Gujarat, and perhaps he must have, that time during his childhood, he must have spoken Gujarati language. But as he grew, or when he grew and became a global leader, then he started speaking Hindi, and always he had supported Hindi too, and always he had recommended people to speak Hindi, and he himself used to speak Hindi. Whatever and wherever I have read his sayings or his quotes, wherever I have read, I always find it written in Hindi. So Hindi is a very fantastic language, and people when start learning Hindi, they come very close to India and they start loving India. So of course we people love the whole world, and our ancestors have always taught us that the part of the every part of the world is like your family, means like our family, and we have that in our mind, and always keep that remember. But we also want to be reciprocated the same thing by the people of the world, and by the people of the country. So today we are going to start this Hindi lesson, and whoever else in any part of the world, whether within India or outside of India, if anyone is having problem because of not knowing Hindi, and although there may be so many people trying to teach Hindi to the people around the world, but today I am also going to contribute in this work, and starting this channel to teach Hindi to the people of the world. And I am sure if any one of you starts learning Hindi, certainly you will have a great and you will have great and more respect than for India than you have right now. So let's start to speak or to learn Hindi step by step. Today, for the very first lesson, or for the very first day, I would like to introduce you what Hindi is. Hindi is as similar as other languages, but as it happens in English, that there are double sounds, means there are for writing there are different spellings, and for speaking there are different spellings, but it does not happen in Hindi. There are 52 or 56 alphabet letters in Hindi, and if you learn their sounds, only you need to learn their sounds. If you just have learned the vowels and consonants of Hindi, whether so it is very easy. If you have learned these vowels and consonants of Hindi, you must rest sure, or you must become sure that you have learned Hindi. There is nothing so complicated as it is in English, or as it is in other languages. By saying that it is complicated, I am not denouncing it any way. Just for in the comparison, I am speaking that there are two types of spellings in English. One is of speaking, one is for speaking purposes or for pronunciation purposes, and one is for writing purposes. The spelling that is used for writing purposes is not used for pronunciation purposes, and the spelling which is used for pronunciation purposes is not used for writing purposes. So but it is not in Hindi, therefore I said that. So as we have only the one spelling and set of alphabets, 56 alphabet, I am going to teach you two alphabet per day, and today I wish to start it with two vowel sounds, and these vowel sounds I have written here, and I am going to make you pronounce these vowels. Make sure if you are following me, if you are following me and you are completing your work that I am suggesting you to do, certainly within 2, 3 or 4 months you will be speaking very good and fluent and very perfect Hindi. And if you follow this, then of course first of all the very first step of learning a language comes. You start reading and understanding language, and after you have started reading and understanding language, then there are There is no end where you want to stop. You can stop just after starting, you just after you have started understanding and writing the language. There you can stop, or you can spend the whole life. As I wish, and I this is means I think, and I am sure that if once you start learning, and once you start reading and speaking and understanding Hindi, you won't get to stop yourself. This is so sweet and so perfect and so emotional language. It communicates and it attaches to people. Whoever speaks it attaches the people, a person with a person, and it attaches itself to the person. Therefore, so it is very, very, very sweet and very fantastic, and very, very, very good language it is. It always children find easy to speak Hindi in India. And the people, even without being taught, people start speaking Hindi, whose mother tongue is not Hindi. So let's start today the vowel sounds. These are the here. Learn to start and speak Hindi step by step. And the very first thing is vowel sounds. In vowel sounds, as I told you that we have a set of 56 letters, but today in vowels, and these all are not vowels. Some of them are, perhaps I don't remember the counting, but when I keep teaching you, I shall count it for you. Perhaps 12, 13 or 14 there are vowels, and the rest of the letters are known as consonants. So the very first vowel sounds I am going to teach you or tell you, and make sure if you are following these vowel sounds and you have started recognizing them, just the work has got done. You start just writing, understanding and identifying vowel sounds and consonant sounds. Must understand you have learned Hindi. Now there is no need of any tutor or anybody else. Just you keep following yourself, and you will keep, means by having your own self study, you can keep reading and understanding it whole life. Although I am not going to drop you in between, and I am not going to leave you in between, and I'll keep guiding you from my side. Well, so the very first sound is here. This is the sound. This sound as this sound is sound. This first letter, this is, if you can see me here, this is a sound, O. And how it is read, this is O. O as in agao, as English people say agao, agao. So the sound that is coming before gao, the sound that comes before gao, the same sound is this here, agao, agao. So as in agao, as in agao. And sometimes it sounds keep varying, or it sounds keep changing, and so sometimes it is agao and sometimes it is abide. The pronunciation of ago and abide is the same, so the same sound it has. And sometimes up, the pronunciation symbol for up is different in English. So for the same sound, the same symbol is used here, ah, o. Although Hindi people speak o, as in agao, o as in agao, as in abide, o as in abide, o as in up, o as in up, o as in up, and o as in earth, as in earth, as in earth. If we people have to write earth in Hindi means as the same pronunciation we have to write in Hindi, we always write this. We always use this symbol and say this is. In Hindi we have written earth. This is our earth in Hindi. So earth, earth. We always use for this symbol, for this spelling earth, earth, right? So as in agao, as in abide, as in up, as in earth, So you need to start learning this and recognizing this. Here, how it is used in Hindi words. This is the only sound that is coming in your English words as a gau. The sound that comes before gau is a sound. The sound that comes before bide, abide, abide. So the sound that comes before the word bide, bide, that sound is bide. So the sound that comes before bide is the sound of this symbol. And in the same way, up, up. The sound that comes before p, up, up. The sound in up comes before p is the sound of this symbol, I mean to say. And in the same way, the sound that comes before th, earth, earth, the sound that comes before th, earth, the sound that comes before th is the sound of this symbol. So earth, earth. So this is a sound. This is a. Now, how will you read it here? As in this is a mir. This is a mir. A mir. How will you read it in your English pronunciation or description? This is a mir. A mir. So this is the sound a mir. What is it? A mir. This is in Hindi written a mir. The pronunciation of this word is a mir. A mir. A mir. This is a ra in Hindi. As you people write as it is written in ra. In English, the same ra or this sound is here. Ra. So amir, amir. And what is the meaning of amir? This is Hindi word. And what is its meaning? Its meaning is rich. When we call amir, it means rich. Amir means rich. So this sound comes in this word. Amir, 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 amir. So a sound comes in this, and amir, amir means rich. So whenever we have to say rich in Hindi, we say amir. We say he is amir. He is amir means he is rich. He is amir. He is rich. He is amir means he is rich. So amir. So amir, a sound comes in this amir. And in the same way, as in ab, ab. Here little bit this sound comes here, this. And sometimes this also comes herb. This sound comes here, herb. So long sound, long sound. As in English, for long sound, this symbol is used in English. So the same is as in herb, as in herb, as in herb, right? And what is the meaning of this herb? B. This is as the sound that comes from B, A, B. The sound that comes from B is this, so ab. And what is the meaning of these two letters together, spoken together? The meaning of this word means now. Ab. Ab means now, right now, this time. Right now, this time. So ab. Ab means right now, this time, at this moment. So whenever we have got to say at this moment, we say ab. At this moment, we say ab. Ab. At this moment, I am going to teach Hindi. Ab, I am going to teach Hindi. At this moment, now I am going to teach Hindi. Ab, I am going to teach Hindi. So this is ab. Ab. Although I am not teaching here vocabulary today, I only intended to teach you the sounds of the Hindi alphabet. This is known as alphabet. So herb means now. So the sound of amir, ab, and as in amrud, as in amrud, as in amrud, uh, uh, this is as in Amrud, Amrud. And what is this? Amrud, Amrud. This is Hindi word Amrud. And how will you? And what does it mean? This is in English transcript. Amrud, Amrud, Amrud. And what is its meaning in English? This is guava. Amrud means guava. Amrud means guava. Amrud means guava. Right? So this is the symbol you need very urgently. And finally, if I persuade you to learn Hindi, it's not going to happen that you start learning Hindi. If finally you understand what the role of India in the world is, and how we can help you more than right now we help you. So you need to learn Hindi. If you learn Hindi, we can help you more than what we help you this time. So I wish you to learn it. And this is the first lesson, alphabet of Hindi, right? And after the second sound of this alphabet, means this set of, in this set of alphabet, the second sound is, the next sound is like B comes after A. In the same way, the next vowel in Hindi comes is A. Ah. The whole mouth is opened. Ah. Ah. The whole mouth is opened to pronounce this word. Ah. Ah. And how is it pronounced? Ah as in aham. It is as openly, mouth is as much opened, or is this letter is as same pronounced as is pronounced like this word ARM. Arm, ARM. Arm, arm, arm. So the same pronunciation, the word or the pronunciation or the sound that comes before ma here, arm, arm. The sound that comes before ma, the same sound is of this letter, arm, arm. The sound that comes before ma, the same sound is of this letter, arm, 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 arm. So the sound of this letter is ah, because this sound is coming before ma. This sound is coming, arm. So ah sound is coming, or ah sound comes before ma. So the sound of this letter is, or this symbol is ah. Ah as in arm, as in eyes, eyes, eyes. So the sound that comes before is. Sound that comes before is ah. Is, ah, is, ah, is. So here the sound of ah is the sound of this symbol. In the same way, the sound out, out. So before ut sound, ut. Before ut, the sound comes ut. Before ut is ah, out, out. So ah sound that comes before ut is here the sound of this symbol. And in the same way, as you people write arch, 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 arch. The sound that comes before ch, arch. The sound that comes before ch, arch. The sound that comes before ch is the sound of this symbol, arch, arch. So which sound comes before ch sound? In arch, arch. Ah sound comes before ch sound in arch. When you pronounce arch, ah sound comes before ch sound, and the same sound is the sound for this symbol in Hindi. Ah. And the pronunciation, the symbol for this sound is ah. Whenever you can also need to, you can also understand the difference between these two symbols. These two symbols look similar. These two symbols look similar, but here is only the single line. There is no line apart from this one line, and apart from this line, which is very much part of the letters structure, there is one more sound which does not play any role, or which does not have any role in its structure, but it comes only to make it a longer sound vowel. To make it a longer sound vowel, it comes here. So ah. When the double line starts coming in this symbol, it becomes ah. When a single sound comes in this symbol, it becomes oh. When a single line comes, oh. When double line comes, ah. When a single line comes, oh. When double line comes, ah. It becomes ah. And how it is written in Hindi words? Next thing is how it is written in Hindi words. In Hindi, a as in arm. This is Hindi word written, arm. Hindi word is written here, arm, arm, a as in arm, as in arm. And what is the meaning? Here it is the English transcript for this symbol arm. What we write here in Hindi, how you people can understand arm, arm, but this is not that arm, and this is not the firearm, or this is not the arm that is used in fighting to fight. This is arm, which means mango. In Hindi, we call it arm. Arm means mango. We call it mango. Mango that we eat, which is very sweet, yummy, yummy, and tasty, tasty. Mango is known as the king of all fruit. It means it is very tasty. So arm here, a as in aham, means mango. Here, a as in ag. Ag. This is ag, and this is the symbol for this word ag. It can be read ag, 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 which means fire. Ag, fire. Ag, fire. So fire is in Hindi known as ag. Fire in Hindi is known as ag. Ag, 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 right? And next, a as in aj, 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 aj. The symbol for aj is here, aj, 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 aj. In English, there are three sounds of like this symbol, but in English, in Hindi, it is only one, j, j. In English, there are z, j, z, j, z, z. But in Hindi, it is only the one, j, j. Aj, 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 which is aj, means today. Aj means today, this day. Today, this day. So aj means today. In Hindi, in Hindi, Amir. Amir means rich. And ab means now. Ab means now. And amrud, which means guava. And here as in arm, like arm. Here in Hindi, arm means mango, and ag means fire, and aj means today. Aj means today, this day, aj. Okay, as we people say, today I'm gonna teach you Hindi. So aj I'm going to teach you Hindi. Today I'm gonna teach you Hindi. Aj I'm going to teach you Hindi. Today I'm gonna teach you Hindi. Aj I am going to teach you Hindi. Right? In this way, aj, these words are used. And the next thing comes, how to write these. how to write these, how to make these symbols. As there, to make every symbol, there is an art. So how will you write or make these symbols? It is very easy, right? What we teach people, although the people who are who are good in drawing can make it very easily, but let me tell you here that first of all we do the one, we draw one of this. You can say opposite, you can say you have turned the, make opposite C. When we make C for cat, C for cat, so this is the C. And when you turn the side of the C, and instead of opening the mouth of the C towards the right side, just to write in the opposite direction and open its mouth, or let its mouth open to the left side, and then it will become this symbol. And again write it twice, means two times, write it two times, one more this. The one opposite C, you write one opposite C, and then you write again another opposite C, right? One opposite C, and again you write another opposite C, and you join them together. This structure comes into existence, and in this structure you need to draw this line here, and then you need to draw this line is here, and then you need to draw, and if this line is extra here, you can remove it, and this becomes a. This becomes a. So first of all, you make opposite a, means opposite C in the left side. Open its mouth to left side. C in the opposite direction means do not make the C. Do not make C in the right direction, which is written in English. Make the C in the opposite direction, and then first, and then make another C with it, then make another C with it, and then draw a line from here, and then you write it here, and you can draw a line here, and you can wipe it out here. So this is the one, and this is the second, this is the second, and then this is third, and then this is the fourth stage, and then this is the fifth stage. You can take, this is the one stage, this is the second stage or the second type, this is the third stage, and this is the fourth stage, and this is the fifth stage. In 5 steps, or in place of saying stage, you can call it a step. So this is the, in one step draw this, second step draw this, third step draw this, fourth step draw this, and in a fifth step this will be. And when you have got to make this symbol, then only what have you got to make? You need to make only a. You need to make only this a here, this a sound. This is a. So make this a, and then draw one more line. Here only you need to make one more line. Make a, this is a, and if you draw one more extra line here with it, it becomes a. This is a. And if I draw one more line here, it becomes a, right? And again I speak it, write it and speak it. This is what? This is o. And now it is a. It is a. I draw one more line, I have drawn here, and as I have drawn one more line here, it becomes a. And the same way, o. Again o, and then If I draw one more line along with this line or parallel to this line, if I draw one more line, it will become a. So it becomes a. So today I've got to come to an end, or I have got to end this video now, as I have taught you making the reading these two symbols. The one's pronunciation is a, and the pronunciation of this symbol is a. And how to write this symbol, I have given you the 5 steps here. And after having started making this symbol, you can write this symbol here, and parallel to the first line you can draw one more line here, and when you draw this line here, it becomes a. These are the two symbols, and how they are read, how they are written, I have told you. And if you got me, if you have got any problem with my accent, my vocabulary, my speaking, whatever suggestion you want to give, or you may give that suggestion to me in comment box, and start following Learning Hindi. Thank you. Bye bye.